A little something about Raymond. He's an investor in stocks and rooms. He wants no money from you, no bait and switch, nothing. Here's what he's going to do. He's going to log into his personal account, share real estate property documents, and give you suggestions on what to read.
All right, today is Tuesday, April 5th, 2022. And we're at my Fidelity Net Benefits login screen, and we're going to see what it do. We about to check out this GE 401k. All right, it is secret code time. Let's get this in. Close your eyes, and we're going to do it. I have a request to make. If you guys can hit that subscribe, like, and share button right now on this video, it helps me to keep helping you. Everything I do is for free. Everything I do is to encourage you to invest in your 401k and the stock market. Let's jump into this GE plan. We're going to do some clicking. And I got some stuff to talk about today because I told you guys I was thinking about jumping back into the market. As you guys know, if you've been checking out my videos, I had all my money in this GE plan parked in a money market account. So that means that I took it out of the stock market, not out of my 401k. So I didn't get any penalties. I didn't do anything like that. Don't do that. You do have options. A lot of people think, hey, let me just take the money out of my 401k because maybe it's, going downhill. You're losing a lot of money. No. You can look at your funds and determine which one you can put the money in to stop the bleeding. And that's what I did. I parked it into a money market account, and I didn't lose one penny after I did that. But I did jump back into the market, and so far so good, but the numbers are crazy, and we're going to get into that. So let's give me a couple of minutes, and we're jumping in. So right now, my balance as of yesterday, $401,725.22. My rate of return for the year is down 7.31%. What does that mean? How much money did I lose? Let's go down to the bottom, and it will tell us. I lost $31,702.93. Ooh, that hurts. Let's see what I'm invested in. So we're going back to the top, and we're clicking on investments. And we always like to click on this tab. This is our favorite tab, cumulative returns. And this is our favorite column, YTD, year to date. And I'm invested in two funds. One is a money market fund. I have a little over $300,000 in that fund. And then I told you guys I was considering tiptoeing back into the market. And I did that on March 29th. I decided to take 25% out of the $400,000 and put it into the large cap equity index fund. So if you add this up, you get the pretty much $400,000. And I decided to put some money right here. So $100,000, I am back in the stock market. And let's see the fund that I decided to pick. It is the large cap equity index fund. And I just want to show you some of the companies that's in this fund. So you got Apple, Microsoft, Amazon. You got all the big boys, Tesla, Alphabet, Class A, Class C, NVIDIA, Berkshire Hathaway. There's a total of 508 different companies in this fund. So these are the big boys that I'm invested in. Now I want to talk numbers. So this is a beginner's website, so I'm not going to get deep into it, but I just want to point out something that doesn't make sense. And I just got off the phone with Fidelity. I was on the phone for like 15 minutes. And out of the 15 minutes, the guy probably had me on hold for 10 minutes because he was like, whoa, wow, yeah, you bringing up a lot of good points. And let me see if I can get the answers, because he couldn't. So let me just tell you what's going on. So I just got into this fund. I put about $100,000 in this fund about a week ago. So on March 29th, I said, let me get back in the stock market, put about $100,000 in. So I'm logging in today and I'm looking at year to date. It's saying I'm down in this fund over 8%. And I'm like, okay, if that's true, I should have way less money right here. It's saying if I put like a little over $100,000 into this fund on the 29th, and right now I'm at $99,634.15, I lost about $1,000. $1,000 is not 8.39%. Let me break this down a little bit more and be a little clearer. So let's go back up to the top. And this is stuff that you guys want to know where to click on in your 401k. And if it's with Fidelity, I don't care what company it is, they're pretty much all the same. All these tabs are pretty much the same. The wording, the look, almost, if your company has a 401k with Fidelity, it should have this look. So we want to go on transaction history, and I'm going to show you what I did on the 29th. So we're going to click on transaction history, and time period is 30 days. So that's going to give me what I did on the 29th. So let's look. On the 29th, I said, let me get back in the market. So I said, I want to put this much money, $100,678.65 out of the money market account, and I want to go into the U.S. Large Cap Equity Index. So it says exchange out, exchange in. So that means I went from here, money market, to Large Cap Equity Index. That's fine, exactly what I wanted to do. Look at my value, because we're going to go back to the summary page and we're going to look at, it's telling me that I'm down 8.39%. So let's go back. Going back to investments. We're going to do this again. Click on cumulative returns. And let's do some math. So we're going to use that number that we saw, $100,678.65. And I'm going to subtract 8.39% from that. And when I do that, the math says, this is math, so it ain't no gray area, I should be down $8,446.94. If I'm down $8,446.94, that means subtracting that from the value that you saw on 3/29, I should be at a balance right here. This should not say 99,000 and some change. It should say $92,231.72. That's why I was on the phone with Fidelity. I'm doing my math and I'm saying, this isn't right. This number is right, but this number isn't right. And he agreed with me that it wasn't right. And he had me on hold for about 10 minutes trying to get me my answers, and he couldn't. So I can't tell you why this number is not correct, because he couldn't tell me why. And that's kind of messed up, because you want to use these numbers to help guide you on what you want to invest in. So it's best to just really understand your numbers and do the math like I did, because I can say with confidence, I know what I'm doing. I just don't know what Fidelity is doing when they report back that I'm down year to date. I take that year to date, meaning from January 1st up until yesterday, April 4th, that I am down 8.39%. And my total year to date is 7.31%. Let me show you something else that I pointed out to the guy. So we're going to click right here, cumulative total returns. And this is what I'm invested in. You see the check mark? That means that I'm invested in this fund. And look what it says here, year to date. For this fund, down here it's saying it's down 3.52%. So from January 1st until yesterday, April 4th, it's saying that it's down 3.52%. I'm going to guess that this is a legit number. It doesn't match what I have up here, but I really don't expect it to match because I just jumped into this fund a week ago. So I'm not really tripping on this number matching this number. This is saying on January 1st, if I was invested in the large cap equity index, I should be down 3.52%. And I assume if I was invested in this fund from January 1st, this number should also appear up here. Hopefully you guys are getting this. I just want to point out something to you. You don't have to get deep into the math. This is just something I like to do. But I just want to point out to you that if it's something that you don't understand, you want to be invested in a brokerage account where you can call someone up on the phone and ask the questions. My understanding is that you can have a brokerage account in Cash App. And I don't have a brokerage account in Cash App. And if you guys know me, I only like to talk about stuff I experience. So I'm just going to assume that with Cash App, if you had questions like what I presenting, that you can't call anybody on the phone. If that is false, please put comments down and let me know. Reach out to me and say, yep, I like to trade my stocks in Cash App, and if something crazy happens, I can get somebody on the phone. My understanding, you cannot. You have to, I guess, go through the help and whatever. I do use Cash App, and I only use it to transfer money or get money, but I don't use the brokerage side of Cash App. All right, that is a lesson that you guys need to stay on top of. Keep a brokerage account where you can call somebody. And the guy actually told me to write a letter, old school. I said, should I email this letter to try to find out what's going on since you can't help me? He said, you know what? If you really want to get a response, send a letter to 100 Cosby Parkway, Covington, Kentucky, zip code 41015. Address it to Fidelity and do some screenshots. Just write a letter saying what's going on. So I'm actually going to do that. And if I get a response back and they tell me how this number is generated and if this number is a true number based on my math, it's not. I should be down a lot lower. If I started off with a little over $100,000, I will let you guys know. But back to the regular program. We want to compare where I am today to where I was 2 weeks ago. So we're going back to the top. We're going to click on summary. And we want to compare this value to my 2 week ago value at stocks and rentals. So let's go over there. We're going to find the last GE update. And it was on March 21st. I had $402,714.58. Bringing that back to today, I have lost in 2 weeks $989.36. That is a passive loss. Passive means that you invest in something and you sit back and chill and hopefully you make money. But in the last 2 weeks, I lost. This is the way the stock market, your 401k, this is how all this stuff works. It goes up and it goes down. But the good news, if you are a long-term investor, you will win. I did not start off with 400, 1,000 and some change. I started off with $1, and this is something that you guys can do too. I encourage you guys to do it. It's super duper easy, super easy, and I hold your hand. And I'm going to tell you just how to do it. I'm going to put a link in the description down below, and it's going to take you to stocks and rentals. And when you get here, all you got to do is click on the menu. Go right here to start here to learn about your 401k. And it is a total of 10 steps, 10 easy steps. This stuff is super, super easy. I hold your hand. Each step, when you get to them, all you got to do is click on the links. The link could take you to a video, a short video, or it's going to take you to an article giving you more definition of what's going on. I take you step by step on how to get the money out of your paycheck into your 401k. After you get it into your 401k, what do you invest in? I break down my investments, which are probably similar for you, and tell you why you might want to invest in this one compared to that one. Once you get your money into your fund, if you don't like the fund, I tell you how to get out of it and to get into something else. I got your back. Everything is discussed. If your company does a company match, please, please, please get the money, get into your 401k. Even if it doesn't have a company match, you still want to invest in your 401k pre-tax dollars because that lowers your taxes. When it's time to do your taxes, you'll actually get a bigger refund because they won't be taking as much tax like federal tax, FICA tax, state tax. If you have a state tax and maybe you live in a city where there's a city tax. This helps you at the end, even if they don't do a company match. I break all that stuff down. Let me close this video out. We're going up to the top. You guys know how I do it. I invest in stocks. I invest in rentals. Why would I try to get money from you? I am showing you that I make money doing this. I am not greedy. I don't want your money. I want to give you money by showing you, teaching you that this stuff is here, is available for you. Take advantage of it. Get this money. I'm here for you. I'm Raymond, stocksandrentals.com. Peace.
Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button up.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn